In this tribute, we honor legendary wrestlers who've away in recent years, reflecting on their lasting contributions to wrestling. We'll also discuss the recent heartfelt news about Jada Parker, which has deeply moved fans. Celebrate their remarkable lives and legacies with us in this new video, and subscribe to keep their inspiring stories alive. Tom Zenk, born on November 30th, 1958, was an American professional wrestler and bodybuilder best known for his energetic style and strong presence in the wrestling world. He first gained widespread recognition during his time in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, from 1986 to 1987, where his athleticism and charisma quickly won over fans. Zenk's in-ring ability and dedication made him stand out in an era filled with iconic wrestlers. Beyond the WWF, Zenk had significant runs in the American Wrestling Association, AWA, from 1988 to 1989, and in World Championship Wrestling, WCW, between 1989 and 1994. He was admired for his impressive physique, combining power with agility and his high-flying wrestling style, which entertained crowds across North America. Zenk's talent also took him overseas, where he competed in All Japan Pro Wrestling. His tours in Japan allowed him to showcase his skills on an international stage, further proving his versatility and commitment to his craft. Born in Golden Valley, Minnesota, Zenk attended Robbinsdale High School, graduating in 1976 alongside future wrestling stars like Brady Boone, Barry Darsow, Kurt Hennig, Nikita Koloff, and Rick Ruda. This environment helped shape his early wrestling ambitions. He later attended the University of Minnesota, where he studied speech communications, highlighting his well-rounded personality and interests outside the ring. Throughout his career, Tom Zenk was respected for his professionalism, work ethic, and genuine passion for wrestling. Although his contributions to the sport have left a lasting impression, fans and peers alike remember him as a talented performer who brought energy and skill to every match, ensuring his place in wrestling history as a beloved and respected figure. Rhonda Singh, better known by her ring name Bertha Faye, was a distinctive figure in professional wrestling during the 1990s. Born on August 14, 1964, she made a lasting impression on the industry with her unique blend of comedic talent and wrestling ability. Tragically, Singh's wrestling journey began in the late 1980s on the independent circuit, where she honed her skills and developed her persona. Her big break came in 1995 when she signed with the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE. As Bertha Faye, she stood out in the women's division thanks to her imposing presence and unconventional character. Unlike many female wrestlers of that era who focused on athleticism or glamour, Bertha Faye's persona was larger than life and heavily comedic, making her a memorable antagonist that fans loved to hate. Her comedic timing combined with solid in-ring skills helped her quickly rise through the ranks. In 1995, she captured the WWF Women's Championship, cementing her place as a key player in the division. Bertha Faye's reign showcased her ability to balance entertainment and wrestling, providing a refreshing contrast to the usual female wrestling characters. After her WWF stint, Singh continued to perform in other wrestling promotions, including World Championship Wrestling, WCW. There she maintained her trademark mix of humor and athleticism, further proving her versatility and dedication to the craft. Bertha Faye's legacy in professional wrestling is defined by her unique character work and her contribution to expanding the roles available to women in the sport. Though her life was cut short, fans and fellow wrestlers remember her fondly for the charm, strength, and laughter she brought to wrestling. Big Dick Dudley, born Richard A. Herring in 1968, was a standout figure in professional wrestling, best remembered for his impactful tenure in Extreme Championship Wrestling, ECW, throughout the late 1990s. As a member of the notorious Dudley family, a chaotic faction known for their wild personalities and intense matches, Big Dick carved out a unique identity with his towering frame and commanding presence inside the ring. Starting his wrestling career in the early 1990s, Big Dick quickly earned a reputation as a hardcore competitor willing to endure punishing bumps and brutal bouts. His style perfectly matched ECW's edgy, extreme brand of wrestling, which emphasized raw intensity and high-risk action. Fans were drawn to his fierce attitude and unpredictable antics, which made him a vital part of the Dudley family's dynamic and entertaining storylines. The Dudley family itself was a colorful group of brothers, each with their own quirks, but Big Dick stood apart due to his size and no-nonsense approach. His contributions helped elevate the faction's notoriety, making them a central force in ECW's landscape and fueling many memorable feuds and hardcore battles. Behind the tough persona, Richard Herring faced personal struggles, including battles with addiction that plagued much of his life. Tragically, these issues culminated in his premature at the age of 34, cutting short a promising career and leaving a void in the wrestling world. Despite his early passing, Big Dick Dudley's legacy lives on among wrestling fans and peers alike. He is remembered as a fearless performer who embodied the spirit of ECW's most innovative era, bringing intensity, chaos, and heart to the squared circle. His impact continues to resonate as a reminder of both the highs and challenges faced by wrestlers in the extreme world they helped define. Tracy Smothers, born on September 2, 1962, in Springfield, Tennessee, was a beloved American professional wrestler known for his athleticism, charisma, and versatility. Launching his career in the mid-1980s, Smothers quickly made a name for himself across several major wrestling promotions, including World Championship Wrestling, WCW, Extreme Championship Wrestling, ECW, and the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE. Throughout his career, Smothers excelled in both singles and tag team competition, earning multiple championships. He was particularly recognized for his success in tag teams, notably partnering with Steve Armstrong and Chris Candido, where his entertaining blend of solid wrestling skills and humor made him a fan favorite. Smothers had a unique ability to connect with audiences, combining athleticism with a playful and engaging ring presence. Beyond his in-ring accomplishments, Tracy Smothers was also highly respected as a trainer and mentor. He dedicated much of his time to teaching and guiding younger wrestlers, helping shape the next generation of talent in the wrestling industry. His strong work ethic and passion for wrestling made him a valued figure behind the scenes, as well as in the spotlight. Sadly, Tracy Smothers, after a courageous battle with cancer. His legacy lives on in the hearts of fans and wrestlers alike, remembered not only for his impressive athletic achievements, but also for his larger-than-life personality and his lasting impact on professional wrestling. Smothers' influence continues to inspire those who knew him and those who follow the sport today. Ron Bass, born Ronald Hurd on December 21, 1948, was a notable American professional wrestler famously known as the Outlaw Ron Bass. With a classic Texan cowboy persona, Bass entered the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, to the distinctive sound of a bullwhip, instantly captivating wrestling fans with his rugged and authentic gimmick. Bass began his wrestling journey in 1971 in the Gulf Coast territory, quickly building a reputation for himself. Throughout the 1970s, he competed across various National Wrestling Alliance (NWA) territories, often performing under different ring names such as Cowboy Ron Bass, Sam Oliver Bass, and Outlaw Ron Bass, adapting his character to fit the promotion. His gritty cowboy style and commanding presence made him a memorable figure in every region he worked. In the early 1980s, Bass found significant success in championship wrestling from Florida and Jim Crockett Promotions. During this time, he formed a notable tag team with Black Bart known as the Long Riders. Together, they engaged in high-profile storylines and rivalries that helped elevate their status. Bass also enjoyed a heated feud with Barry Windham in Florida, which was a highlight of his career. As a popular fan favorite, Bass clashed with other wrestlers like Angelo Mosca and Kendo Nagasaki, adding depth and intensity to his character. One of the most pivotal moments in Bass's career came when he turned heel, shocking fans by betraying Dusty Rhodes during a match where Bass was serving as a special referee. This act cost Rhodes the NWA title and ignited an ongoing rivalry with Windham. Their feud, centered around a saddle Bass had received from Rhodes, culminated in a dramatic loser leaves town match. Bass won, forcing Windham to return under the mask as the Dirty Yellow Dog. Ron Bass remembered as a classic cowboy figure who left a lasting mark on professional wrestling history. Davey Boy Smith, famously known as the British Bulldog, was a legendary professional wrestler whose career left a lasting impact on the wrestling world. Born on September 27, 1962, in Manchester, England, Smith began wrestling as a teenager in the late 1970s. With a powerful build and exceptional technical skills, he quickly earned a reputation as a rising star. Trained by some of wrestling's greats, Smith's early promise paved the way for his move to the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, in 1984. Smith rose to international fame as one half of the tag team the British Bulldogs, alongside his cousin Tom Billington, known in the ring as the Dynamite Kid. The duo became fan favorites for their intense, high-flying style and innovative teamwork, capturing the WWF Tag Team Championship and thrilling audiences worldwide. Their chemistry and athleticism helped redefine tag team wrestling during the 1980s. Beyond tag team success, Smith also made a name for himself as a singles competitor. His most iconic moment came at SummerSlam 1992 at Wembley Stadium, where he defeated Bret Hart to win the Intercontinental Championship in front of an electrified British crowd. This victory cemented his status as a top-tier wrestler and a national hero. Despite his success, Smith faced personal struggles, including battles with substance abuse that affected his health and career. Nevertheless, his passion for wrestling never faded. In the late 1990s, he returned to WWE, proving his enduring talent and dedication to the sport. Tragically, Davey Boy Smith from a heart attack related to his health challenges. His legacy lives on through his unforgettable matches, his influence on future generations of wrestlers, and his role in elevating British wrestling on the global stage. The British Bulldog remains a beloved figure in wrestling history. Pat Patterson, born January 19, 1941, in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, was a true legend in professional wrestling and a pioneering figure in the industry. Starting his career in the 1950s, Patterson quickly made a name for himself with his impressive technical wrestling skills and magnetic charisma. He competed across numerous wrestling territories in North America, capturing multiple championships and earning the admiration of fans and fellow wrestlers alike. Patterson's most notable impact came during his time with the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, where he left an indelible mark both inside and outside the ring. In 1979, he became the first ever Intercontinental Champion, a title he helped elevate to great prominence through intense rivalries and memorable matches. His legendary feuds, especially with iconic wrestlers like Sergeant Slaughter, remain a highlight of wrestling history. Patterson also played a key role behind the scenes as the creative mind behind the Royal Rumble, introduced in 1988, a match concept that has become one of WWE's most popular and enduring annual events. Off the mat, Patterson broke barriers as one of the first openly gay figures in professional wrestling, at a time when LGBTQ+ representation was rare in the sport. His courage and openness paved the way for greater acceptance and visibility within the wrestling world. Beyond his in-ring and creative contributions, Patterson was beloved for his generosity and mentorship, guiding and nurturing younger wrestlers as they developed their careers. His dedication to wrestling extended into producing and creative consulting roles, where he influenced storylines and helped shape the future of the industry. Pat Patterson, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire wrestlers and fans around the world. His profound impact on wrestling is remembered through his athletic achievements, creative innovations, and trailblazing spirit. Tiana Lillian Marie Caffey, better known to wrestling fans as Jida Parker, is fast becoming one of the most talked about and promising young talents in the WWE universe. Born on February 12, 1999, in the sunny city of Port St. Lucie, Florida, Parker is a fresh face on WWE's NXT brand, who combines raw athleticism with an electrifying presence. Standing at 1.7 meters, 5 feet 7 inches, the 26-year-old possesses a powerful physique, but more importantly, an unbreakable spirit that has already begun to carve her a place in the competitive world of professional wrestling. Her path to WWE wasn't the typical wrestling since childhood tale. Instead, Parker's journey is one of resilience, reinvention, and sheer determination. Traits that have helped her transition seamlessly from an accomplished soccer player to a fierce wrestling competitor. In the highly charged environment of WWE NXT, Parker has distinguished herself as a core member of the gritty, no-holds-barred faction known as Out the Mud. This group is built on a foundation of toughness and ambition, ideals that perfectly mirror Parker's own approach to the squared circle. But the early years, from soccer fields to wrestling rings, before she was Jida Parker the wrestler, Tiana Caffey was a standout athlete on the soccer pitch. Soccer was not just a hobby or pastime for Parker. It was a serious pursuit. From a young age, she demonstrated exceptional speed, agility, and tactical awareness, quickly gaining recognition for her natural athleticism and leadership qualities. Her skills on the field were marked by her ability to read the game, rally her teammates, and push through adversity. Soccer was Parker's first love, and it was here that she developed the perseverance and discipline that would later prove invaluable in her wrestling career. However, like many athletes, Parker's soccer journey was not without obstacles. Injuries, the bane of every sports career, took a toll on her body and spirit. Beyond the physical setbacks, Parker began to feel a growing sense of disillusionment with the sport. The grind, the politics, and the limited upward mobility weighed on her, and she realized she needed a new outlet for her competitive drive. Wrestling, with its blend of athleticism, drama, and opportunity for self-expression, beckoned as a fresh challenge. Making such a drastic career switch is daunting, but Parker was undeterred. Drawing on her athletic background and mental toughness, she began training with a focused intensity that caught the attention of those around her. She knew the transition wouldn't be easy. Wrestling demands a different kind of stamina and skill. Yet, Parker embraced the challenge wholeheartedly. Training under a legend, the WWE Performance Center, and Sara Del Rey's influence. Parker's journey into wrestling became official when she earned a spot at the prestigious WWE Performance Center, a breeding ground for future wrestling superstars. Here, she trained under the watchful eye of Sara Del Rey, a revered figure in the wrestling community known for her technical mastery and mentorship. Del Rey's influence on Parker cannot be overstated. At the Performance Center, Parker was immersed in the full spectrum of professional wrestling education. This included rigorous physical training, learning the nuances of wrestling technique, and understanding the psychology behind matches. Equally important was the art of storytelling and character development, which are critical in WWE's theatrical landscape. Del Rey, with her wealth of experience and hands-on approach, helped Parker develop not only her in-ring skills, but also her ability to connect with audiences emotionally. Parker quickly proved she was a fast learner, with a work ethic that impressed coaches and peers alike. Her background as a soccer athlete gave her an edge in conditioning and agility, while her natural charisma made her stand out during promos and segments. From the outset, it was clear that Parker was not merely another trainee, but a future star in the making. Breaking into WWE NXT, a debut to remember. Jida Parker made her official WWE debut in late October 2022, stepping onto the NXT stage with a presence that instantly commanded attention. Her arrival was greeted with excitement from fans and analysts who had been following her development closely. Social media erupted with praise for her athleticism, intensity, and undeniable charisma, sparking a wave of speculation about her future. NXT, WWE's developmental brand, is known as the proving ground for new talent, where athletes are tested and molded before moving on to the main roster. The brand's fast-paced, high-energy style suited Parker perfectly. From her first matches, she demonstrated a combination of technical skill and aggressive power moves that set her apart from many of her contemporaries. Joining the faction Out the Mud was a defining moment in Parker's early WWE career. The stable is known for its gritty, streetwise persona, emphasizing toughness and resilience. For Parker, the faction became a perfect platform to showcase her own persona, a no-nonsense competitor willing to fight hard and challenge anyone in her path. Out the Mud has a reputation for shaking up the NXT landscape, and Parker's presence added fresh energy to the group. Her matches against established NXT stars quickly turned into must-watch events. The faction's intense rivalries elevated Parker's profile and demonstrated her capacity to hold her own in high-stakes bouts. The dynamic between her youthful exuberance and hardened faction mates created compelling television, further fueling the buzz around her burgeoning career. The challenges and controversies, navigating backstage politics and rumors. No rise to prominence is without its challenges, and Jaida Parker's journey has been no exception. While her in-ring performances have been widely celebrated, her rapid ascent in WWE has not escaped scrutiny or criticism. One of the most persistent challenges Parker has faced involves rumors circulating within the WWE locker room. Some peers have questioned the speed at which she climbed the ranks, suggesting that her background or personal connections may have played a role in fast-tracking her career. These whispers have sometimes portrayed Parker as someone who by the traditional paying dues route that many wrestlers endure. Such rumors have created tension backstage. In a profession where camaraderie and respect are essential, Parker has reportedly found herself at odds with certain factions and wrestlers who feel threatened by her swift success. The nature of these backstage politics is complex. It involves not only personal rivalries, but also differing views on what it means to earn respect in WWE. Parker's role within Out the Mud has also added to the friction. The faction's aggressive style and growing dominance in NXT have made them targets for rival groups. This has led to heated arguments and occasional confrontations behind the scenes, underscoring the fierce competition for spotlight and influence within the brand. Beyond interpersonal dynamics, Parker has also been under pressure from WWE management. NXT serves as a platform where talent is evaluated intensely and expectations are high. Parker has admitted in interviews that the weight of these expectations sometimes fuels self-doubt and anxiety. The physical and mental demands of wrestling are relentless, and for someone thrust so quickly into the spotlight, maintaining confidence can be challenging. Yet despite these hurdles, Parker continues to push forward. Her resilience in the face of criticism speaks to a mental toughness forged through years of competitive sports and personal trials. Stuck with the personal side, family ties, and the pressure of legacy. Adding another layer to Jaida Parker's story is her family connection to professional sports royalty. Parker is a cousin of Jason Caffey, a former NBA player who enjoyed a successful career in the 1990s and early 2000s. This connection has often been highlighted by fans and media alike, sometimes leading to assumptions that her family ties have given her an advantage in wrestling. Parker has been vocal about distancing herself from such assumptions. She insists that her accomplishments are the result of her own grit, hard work, and sacrifices rather than nepotism. Nonetheless, the shadow cast by her cousin's athletic legacy has added both pressure and complexity to her journey. The constant comparisons to Jason Caffey and other athletes in her family sometimes serve as a double-edged sword. On one hand, it provides a sense of pride and belonging to a lineage of sports excellence. On the other, it raises expectations that can feel overwhelming. For Parker, the challenge has been to forge her own identity, to be recognized for her unique contributions, and not just as Jason Caffey's cousin. Looking ahead, the future of Jaida Parker in WWE. As Jaida Parker continues to make strides in WWE NXT, her career remains a compelling story of promise and potential. While the challenges of backstage politics, rumors, and pressure weigh on her, Parker's focus has never wavered from her ultimate goal: to become one of the most dominant and respected wrestlers in the industry. Her raw talent, combined with the discipline learned from years of soccer and wrestling training, suggests a trajectory that could see her reach the heights of WWE's main roster. The foundation laid within NXT, alongside the support of Out the Mud, provides her with a platform to refine her skills and build a loyal fan base. Parker's journey is still unfolding, and as with many wrestlers before her, it will require navigating setbacks, injuries, and evolving storylines. But what sets her apart is her unwavering commitment to growth and authenticity. Wrestling is as much about connecting with the audience as it is about athletic performance, and Parker's ability to bring honesty and heart to her matches sets her apart from many of her peers. A conclusion: a rising star with grit and determination. Jaida Parker's story is not just that of an emerging wrestling star. It's a narrative about transformation, perseverance, and the relentless pursuit of dreams. From the soccer fields of Port St. Lucie to the bright lights of WWE and NXT, Parker has demonstrated that success is earned through hard work and resilience, not shortcuts. Despite facing rumors, skepticism, and the pressures of living up to a family legacy, Parker's journey remains a testament to her strength of character. She has carved out a space for herself in one of the most demanding sports entertainment industries in the world, and her story is far from over. As she continues to battle inside the ring and navigate the complexities outside of it, one thing is certain: Jaida Parker is a force to be reckoned with. Her name is becoming synonymous with grit, determination, and the unyielding spirit of a true competitor. For wrestling fans watching her rise, Parker embodies the very essence of what it means to fight out the mud and come out stronger on the other side.